Definitely a dog here, isn't there? Now then. Welcome to our brand new series, At Home with the Hustlers. So today we're meeting George, who's a member who's been with us quite a long time now. He was having some struggles when he first started, so he came to us and he's basically transformed his life, and he's actually now moving to Australia. So we're going to get a little chat with him, see why he came to Hustle and see how he's getting on, and then see why he's moved to Australia basically. Feels a bit like the postcode lottery when they knock on their door, doesn't it? Someone's knocking at the door. I actually think that's completely fake. I think they pay the local people to say they're the winners, like £100 each. Just hold this card up, pretend you're a winner. Definitely a dog here, isn't there? Now then.
Here he is, MTV, welcome to my crib. How are you, mate? Are you alright? How's it going, dude? You alright?
Yeah, good mate, you?
Good, come on in, boys. Never stop barking then. It's bag day today, boys. Coffee pod centre arrived until 4:30. I've got no milk. Wi-Fi's all down. TVs don't work. None of the speakers work. Alexas don't work. It's an absolute tea. No tea. I've got water. I've got Actimels. So I can get you boys some water, some Coke, some. You the boys don't drink the. You're driving. Yeah, I think it's caffeine free box.
Diet Coke, there you go. So for the people who don't know who you are, George, a little introduction about who you are and what brought you through the doors at kind of Hustle in the first place, really.
My name is George Robert Bettridge. A bit about me, I'm a civil engineer by day. I'm not going to go into it too much, legend by night. What brought me into Hustle through the door? My sister actually brought me through the doors of Hustle. She was there, I think she was there for about 6-7 months before I was. Yeah. Because she just wanted, she never actually went into like commercial gym, she just wanted like a class orientated gym. Yeah. So yeah, that was in 2023. And I was going to independent gyms. There's nothing wrong with commercial gyms or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all, but when you go into these commercial gyms, especially if you're a guy and you're maybe a little bit younger, you go into gyms like Fully Pumped or Phoenix, or they're quite intimidating gyms because the guys are quite large and whatnot, and you just feel like, can I use this? Can I ask this guy if I can jump on this machine? You feel quite intimidating and shy. Where if you walk into any class orientated gym, where it's Hustle or the other ones in Norwich and whatnot, it was just everyone spoke to me that day. I went with my sister. It was a Friday, and I went with a few people and whatnot, and everyone just spoke to me. Like everyone initially just spoke to me and said, "Oh, I haven't seen you before." Like you obviously new, so which is really cool because you just feel welcome straight away. Yeah. And every class I did, I was quite nervous to do like the boxing class with Jordan. Yeah. Because my sister did PTing with Jordan, and I then did pad work with Jordan, and he was just great. Like the energy levels were great, and everyone there was so friendly and whatnot, and you just feel like, and instantly you're making friends, which is cool as. So that's where I kind of stemmed my journey into Hustle through my sister. But yeah, it's cool as really.
Yeah, I remember when you first came, like you were quite nervous with stuff. You'd be very like, you'd worry about what you were doing quite a lot, I think.
For the boxing.
For the boxing especially, and then Jordan would message me, George is getting well, bud. We need to get a video of George boxing. You should see the improvements of George, and like, that was like he boxed him a lot. Yeah, and you picked up really quick.
Yeah, it was. Do you know what that was? And Hyrox is. I was saying this to Mike earlier that Hyrox is one of these exercises that you just feel fatigue on really quickly. But boxing, like Jordan used to say to me, like, "Oh, right, we're going to go a minute on the bag, and then we're going to get like a 30-second rest for like 10 rounds," and it kills you. Yeah. It is actually so exhilarating. I just feel like it's a lot harder than what people actually make out it is. Yeah. So yeah, but the boxing was great. Then I've started doing Hyrox recently, which I absolutely love. I do love the Hyrox strength classes, and I do love the general Hyrox. But all the coaches are great, all the people are great. I made some great friends from Hustle. So
what was life like for you before kind of you came to Hustle? What was your kind of story and like?
I don't know really. It's typical like 25, 26-year-old really. I was always partying. Well, 2022 was definitely a year of just full on partying. It was just engrossed in drinking and bad foods and just burgers, beers, and all the other stuff. So 2023, I was quite good with like my fitness and stuff, but 2023 was also a really bad year for me for my mental health. Yeah. That was a really bad year. And coming into Hustle, even though I wasn't frequent with it because I had stuff going on outside, it was still there to help me and whatnot. Yeah. So I didn't, obviously before Hustle, I was just partying and it was just crazy really. I was just a typical lad really. Yeah. It was like I say, it was really unhealthy and whatnot. So, but.
What's the kind of like main factor? Did something happen for you to be like, I need to make a change, or?
I think we just go to like say again. I was training at like an independent gym and whatnot, and you just do the same routine. Yeah. And I just feel like I'm just not going anywhere because again, like even though people say like, oh, this is me versus me, but you just stop when you get tired and whatnot. I needed that push. I needed that kick up the arse where someone could be like, right, we're doing this and whatnot.
Do you remember kind of the first time you walked into the gym, into Hustle? Like, were you nervous? How did that feel the first time you walked in, and like, how's that changed over time?
Yeah, super nervous. Going to an actual class-orientated gym is something that I never thought I'd do. Yeah. I was super, super nervous because I didn't know what to expect. It's just walking to the unknown. But I obviously had my sister there, which was a little bit more of an ease. I mean, bless her, she's a little more shy than me, and I thought if she can do it, I can do it. Yeah. But just coming in again, the coaches were welcoming. People spoke to me. They never spoke to me before. They were just like, "Hello, how are you? Never seen you before. How are you?" You know, it's just that environment, that safe environment you had in those four walls. You know, so that was just great. And the class was great. Like, I can't knock the class. And it was just all strength orientated, and it was hitting all the correct muscle movements and whatnot. And the coaches just knew what they were talking about. So, 110%, I'd rate it to everyone.
I think that's one of the nice things about our gym in terms of, I've seen it before where I'm there, I'm writing up a new class, and I see someone new walk in, and I'm just writing up a class, I'll be within like 2 seconds, but then a member will just start chatting to them, and it's like, you don't get that in a commercial gym or in other spaces. Like, there'll be people chatting to each other in little cliques, and they won't recognise that someone brand new just walked through the door. Absolutely. But I think the thing with our guys is they all realise that I was once brand new, I once didn't know anybody, and I know how I felt when I first walked in. Yeah. So let's just start chatting to people, and that's such a nice thing to see from our members, to be like, oh, that person's new, I'm going to chat to them, make them feel comfortable. When did like Hustle start feeling like more than just like training for you?
That's a good question actually. I feel like every interview that you guys do in the gym, everyone will say the same thing, and like, which is amazing. Like, everyone will say the community, you know, and the people in that gym. The more friends you make, and the more times you go, and the more people you interact with, it's just great. It really kind of started, I'd say, in 2024, because I kind of sorted it out a little bit and just said, look, we're gonna prioritise like my fitness a little bit better and whatnot. But and it's like saying what I just said to you. It's like going in there all the time though. It's just, you just meet new people, and you start to, you're not going there to train anymore. You're going in there to like socialise with friends whilst doing an activity, which is just great. Yeah. And I feel like that's what I love about your gym, is that in other interviews in other gyms, they do talk about like the actual classes themselves, where none of them, every member that you have pinpoints on community, which I think for your mental health is a massive factor. Yeah. Like, you should be insanely proud of that. Obviously, I've come to you in times and whatnot, where I've just needed a chat, and like you say, you've just been there. Like a gym owner who's completely busy and stacked with work, but like say, you allow time to just talk to your members, and I think that's a massive strong point. So, yeah,
I think that's definitely a difference between what we put across, is that the people that come there don't necessarily want to be athletes. Right. They come there, they want to train, they want to have a good time, they want to get away from their life, day-to-day life, they want to get away from the kids. They might just need a break from something. It's like, they're not coming there to like be the best person in the gym. Yeah, of course. They're coming there for the social, they're coming there for the fitness and being around people, and I think that's a very unique offering to what you get in the gyms.
Offer as well, like, you are actually a child-friendly, dog-friendly gym, you know, and obviously you have the Strong Mums Club gym, which I think my sister's going to do soon, actually. Nice. Which again, sorry?
How old's the little one now?
She was 4 months on New Year's Eve, so yeah, pretty. So I'm sure that's your uncle. Get in, best uncle ever. So yeah, I say those classes just again are just a variety of like what you have to offer. Yeah. It's not just high rocks, strength and conditioning. You've got so many different other classes, which I feel like we've got that advantage in other gyms. Yeah. And then like I say, it's just like it's a safe place for people in those four walls. Yeah. And that's what Hustle is. You know, you could just come in and no one's going to get judged. Everyone's going to be friendly. Everyone will help you. There's no egos, and that's what I love about there. There's no egos. Let's just prioritize that, because egos are just the worst, and they just put you in such a bad place. Hustle doesn't have any of that. Everyone loves each other. One big happy family. But what that film Cheaper by the Dozen, that's what we are.
Why Australia?
Australia, like I say, yeah. So, like I said to you a minute ago, it's just. Europe's easy accessible. You can easily get to Italy, you can get to Spain, you can get to Portugal. Anyone from England can get to those places so easily. Yeah. Over there, I mean, I feel like social media paints this pretty picture that Australia is the motherland, it's the holy grail. And don't believe everything you see on social media, because Australia have their own issues and whatnot, you know. Every country does. But I feel like Australia was also a place where you have, I feel like the lifestyle out there is probably a little bit different. And that's what I'm excited for the most. I'm not going to go to Australia and live the same lifestyle and routine as I do here. Yeah. I'm going to change it, because there's no point going to a different country if you're going to live the same life I'm living here. There's just no point. I feel that out there, and I don't know why it is. I think it's just in your head, really. It's just this persona, perception that we have, that Australia, you go out there and you become the best version of yourself, which I feel like you could probably do anywhere if you really believed it, do you know what I mean? But it's just like that new headspace. Obviously, I've got family out there as well, so I'm going to go touch base with them. But the opportunities as well, like obviously you've got the Great Barrier Reef, you've got Whitsundays, you've got some amazing places that I want to see. New Zealand, I'd love to see New Zealand. Japan, I'd love to see Japan. Yeah. You know, I'd love to see the Philippines. All those places are easy accessible from Australia. But it's always just the travelling. Like, I'm 29, I want to see the world. I haven't got really any commitments, let's be honest. Like I say, I haven't got kids, haven't got a partner. So for me, I think it's just a great...
It's a great opportunity. I think at that age with no responsibilities, that's the thing people should be doing. Going away, travelling, trying different things and experiencing it before you do have responsibilities and you get settled down. It's such a cool thing to be able to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then that takes a lot of balls to do that. It's not everyone would do that. Not everyone wants to leave where they live, and to do that on your own is a very brave thing to do, I think.
Sorry.
It's all right.
We've got a...
You're a ghost.
We've got a ghost.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum.
How's
it going?
Come in.
You okay?
Yeah.
Is you all right? Yep. Here we go.
I'll come in and then I'll go.
Jano's here, everyone. Famous
Hello, Jane.
Jano.
Right,
Jano
Jane.
Bettridge.
Welcome.
This is Bobby and Cole.
Hello.
This is Jano.
You got some milk?
Oh, you're not filming.
Have you got some milk? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some. Do you want a nice coffee?
Oh, tea, please.
I can make
Last question, George.
All right, go for it.
If someone's watching who is like struggling with like life, they've been drinking too much, they've got anxiety, their confidence, what would you say to them about being worried about coming to a Hustle and trying it?
Go in there open-minded, go in there confident. You know, I mean, you can also talk about this as well, because obviously you've stopped drinking and whatnot. And even if you do drink and you go out partying, Hustle is one of them places where you can just go in, you don't have any judgment whatsoever. Yeah. You know, it's just...
If you're hungover, the coach is going to find it funny.
Absolutely.
Like, no one's going to be like, what are you doing here hungover?
On the games, there was a... I don't remember his name.
Mike Johns. He was just extremely hungover, wasn't he? But he still did it, didn't he?
Still got involved in the games, still got interacted with everyone. I did ask him, I said, are you all right? Because I thought maybe he's like quite upset. And I thought he was new. I never actually seen him before. I said, you all right, mate? He went, I'm hungover. I went, fair enough, mate. You're still here. You're still showing up, still committed and whatnot. So
he had 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, like I'm saying, he's still there. But there was no judgment. People just laughed at him. But it was good. And obviously for the winter games as well, you don't see any other gyms do this. We had Christmas songs playing, and at the end, all of us just came together in a big circle and we were singing Last Christmas by Wham. And it was just what a vibe that was, you know, because we just thought no other gyms would do that, because it's very just stereotypical. I feel like the other gyms, not going to name them, but the other gyms are, I feel like you almost have to be like a Love Island show star to be in one of them, you know. Which shows, you know, where Hustlers just like, okay, you could have Jane-O could show up for some reason, you know. You have been. If she has been, there you go, you know. Anyone's welcome. It's a great gym, you know, and obviously in every interview you see about what every members talk about, they tell you that the community is strong, and it's just the people in there are wicked. Like, I've made friends. I've actually been out a few times this year with a selected group of friends from Hustle. And I'm actually going to see them Saturday as well before I go. So it's just, yeah, just go for it. Like I say, there's, like I said to you, there's no egos, and no one loves an ego. So cheers to Hustle for the couple of years I've been there. Made some great friends, had some great memories, met some amazing people. And also it's changed my life in the mental health perspective, because I was struggling at that point and I needed like somewhere where I could go and feel safe and really grind hard, and Hustle was that. So
Nice, mate.
no, I appreciate that.
Good man.
Appreciate
Well,
you.
best of luck in Australia. I'm sure you're going to smash it.
Yeah, hopefully I will. If I don't.
My little boy's like obsessed with Australia, so he's like, I want to go to Australia. So I'm like, okay. He loves like Steve Irwin, Robert Irwin.
Legends.
Yeah, legends.
Legends.
In the right.
Imagine wrestling a crocodile though.
Yeah.
For your job. Wicked. I don't like spiders. Hate spiders. Snakes don't mind. Crocodiles don't mind.
Do you want to see a picture of a spider that my mate sent me who lives in Australia the other day?
Massive, wasn't it?
It's massive. It's a black widow.
Size of my hand, probably.
Where is it?
I can't wait for it. I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm pulling the loo on. One just jumps out. Oh my God.
Where are we?
I mean, we are.
Size of that.
Can we look at the body on it?
Look at that. You wouldn't want to find that in your back garden, would you?
Even the little small house ones. I'm screaming. I'm gone. You know, that's in England. So, but like I say, in general, Hustle has changed my life, and for a good perspective is whatnot. So,
Nice. Top man.
I do appreciate it.
But yeah, so thank you for that, because George has really benefited from being at that gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he filming me? You cheeky little thing, you.
How has he been how has he been over the last couple of years, like at home and stuff?
Well, there was a point where he was very, very low.
Yeah.
I would go as far as saying suicidal at times. But he came, luckily, we're a very close family and we do talk. And he came to myself and his dad, and anyway, he'd been to his doctor and got some meds, but he was waiting to see a counsellor.
Yeah.
But like anything with mental health funding, it doesn't happen. So we were fortunate enough that we could afford to pay for George to go and see a counsellor privately, which we did. But he also joined Hustle.
Yeah.
And loved it. His sister was there anyway, and she told him about how great it was, and he went and loved it, and it's been really, really positive.
Nice.
And no counsellor now, no antidepressants. Got George back. Yeah,
Just good vibes.
it was really good. Yeah,
Nice.
and
You feel like you got your son back now.
oh, definitely, most definitely. But his fitness and going to the gym is, you know, even if it's just walking on a dog,
Yeah.
he gets out into the fresh air. So yeah,
You know, it's like a big change when he started doing that.
yeah,
Yeah.
he had to. If he didn't go or couldn't go, then you notice that, you know, he got downs. But when he goes, brilliant.
Nice.
But I think that's for anyone really, getting out in the fresh air and also becoming part of a community maybe.
Yeah.
And that is really nice though, even being myself. Done a little 12-week program there. But so no, it's been really good. So thank you guys.
Worries.
You know, it's just having that good support around you. All my friends are there actually, they're all great. So
I think that's probably people's biggest worry, that if I say something to my mates, they're going to judge me. But if you are feeling that way, that's what you've got to tell people. Because if you don't tell people and just leave it inside, that's how it gets worse. But you'll tell people and they'll understand. If they don't understand, they probably ain't your good mates, to be fair, are they?
No, exactly.
End of the day, and your mates will understand that, and your parents will understand that, and they'll support you. So it's like, if you do feel that way, speak to someone about it, because there will be help out there. Don't just like let it bottle up and do nothing about it, because that's when like the bad thoughts do happen.
Again, yeah, and that's another reason why I'm wearing this t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because it's just guys who don't speak up, they can speak up. That page and platform is for guys who just, they've got a WhatsApp group for guys to just go in and just chat and just be there for each other. So
Probably feel now. Do you actually recognise that was you a couple of years ago? You probably don't even recognise that you were that low, do you?
No. Scary, really, actually. To be that person that I was in 2023 was just beyond me, really. To actually just have that mindset to what I have now. Oh, because I actually never believed in mental health. Like, if you asked me in 2022, what's mental health? I'd be like, shut up, mate. What are you on about? Like, you don't have mental health. Like, you're just being silly there. It's like I actually had it, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually a real thing. When I came out of it, I was like, I actually gave like an analogy to my counsellor. When I first started, I said like I was in this pool of like deep water, and all I can see is darkness. And at the end, I gave another analogy, and I said, look, I'm now in this pool, but I can see light and I can see hands reaching out. And he loved that. He was just like, that's like a great, we know that we're making progress. So yeah, I don't recognise the person I once was, but that's the beauty of just adapting, reflecting, and also going to the gym. Going to the gym, and again, like I said to you earlier, and touch base on it, like hustle is my safe place. You know, that those 4 walls and the energy. There are some hilarious members as well in Hustle. I'm going to shout out one of them actually, Sean, Big Sean, Daddy Sean. You know, he is just golden. You know,
you find
a
lot of people there come for their mental health.
So most, like, majority of people probably, I reckon, like more, I've always tried to make it more about come to the gym for the way you feel rather than the way you look. So people focus on the way it makes them feel first. Like changes in the body will eventually, if you're consistent, that'll just come. If you're chasing that permanently and you're not consistent, that won't come. But if you focus on your training on how it makes you feel, do I feel good? Yeah, brilliant. I'll come again the next day. If you start overtraining and doing too much to try and look a certain way, you might get injured, you might just get burnt out eventually if you focus mainly on just on that. But if you're happy and you're training, you feel good. For me now, like at my age, I'm 44, I'm focusing now on me when I'm 60, not me now, because it's more, if you're in your 20s, then yeah, it's more about aesthetics. But now, when we get to our age, you should be focusing on longevity. And like, if I look after myself now, when I'm 60, I'm still going to be training. When I'm 70, I'm still going to be up and about doing stuff.
It's a very daunting thing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
To join a gym and walk in on your own.
Yeah, I'm the same.
If you don't know anybody,
Yeah.
especially if you're older or if you haven't got any confidence or you're not in a brilliant place. So it is hard. I do think it's hard for some people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's why we've tried to make it so it is comfortable when you come there. Like people would be saying earlier, like people would start chatting to you.
Yeah.
You won't get that at normal commercial gyms. People have their headphones in, heads down. You walk in, you be like...
I think it's the classes too, isn't it?
Yeah.
People join the classes and then they team up with others and then they just get to know them.
In that, like I remember you being there the first time I was there, that lift class, and you just came over and said, "Hello, mate, how are you?"
Yeah.
You just, if I had no idea who you were, but you initiate that conversation with me. And for me, I was like, "Oh, yeah, good, mate, how are you?" You know, how do you want? I was just like, well, someone's actually talking. Like, what is this about? You know, and obviously other people start to talk, and like I said to you again earlier, like it's just a community-based gym. And that's why we all just
You are Hustle, aren't you? Bobby is Hustle, and that's what I think is important, because a lot of these gyms, they're faceless, aren't they? You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you are responsible for it, aren't you? Yeah. And you do WhatsApp people, because I think we had a WhatsApp going on, didn't we? When do you know what I mean? And that's good.
Yeah.
I think to welcoming people and know that, you know, you Hustle is you, but you're there and you're approachable.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because you go to a lot of these gyms and they're just coded in and don't see anyone, you don't really know anything. No. But so I think it's really good that you are the face, and you are there and approachable. Yeah. I think that's good for people.
Event, you know, every event we do, you're there, and you're just bigging us up, and you're one of our biggest supporters. You know, all the coaches are. They're just always rooting for us and whatnot. And every event I go to, Summer Rumble, Winter Rumble, and all the activities we do, we just have a laugh. Like we all work out, but we all have a laugh, and it's just great. I've had some endless laughs in there. So I can't knock it, I can't fault it. And anyone who's trying out or wants to do a new year, new me resolution, you know, absolutely go into Hustle and you end up back 110%.
Love to meet you properly.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Hopefully when he comes back, because hopefully he will come back from Australia.
Maybe.
We'll see.
He'll come back.
Go visit him.
He'll come back to Hustle.
Crocodiles need wrestling.
Lots of extra straight there.
For my strength, but I'm not, all my mates want to see me before I go and whatnot,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
cheers, bro.
Mate, great to see you.
Thanks for everything, mate.
All right.
I appreciate that.
No worries, mate.
And yeah, I'll see you on the other
Safe,
side.
take care.
I'll put things on Insta anyways. And
There's a, I don't know where you're going, but there's a Hustle boxing gym in Australia.
yeah, I've looked at a place called Hustle where I'm going,
Yeah.
but it is like $87 a week.
A week.
A week.
Jesus.
And
There's a place called The Yard as well, which looks quite cool.
like I said, the one I'm going to is called Fit Zone.
Okay.
Fit Zone 24/7, and they're why I'm going there is because it looks like Hustle inside,
Okay. Yeah.
and they do all the same classes,
Yeah.
and it looks like a community gym. And I thought I'm going to go there.
There you
It's
go,
still
nice.
like $53 a week,
Yeah.
which is quite good.
You
But
get paid more there, won't you? So you're fine.
hope so. Yeah, like I say, wrestle those crocodiles.
Bob,
That was deep, wasn't it?
what a conversation.
Yeah,
How'd you
that's-
find that?
It's good. Like it's a few things I didn't know about him, and like it's nice to kind of hear how everything makes him feel, and
Yeah.
brought up a few memories for me as well about some stuff I'd gone through as well. So it's quite nice to hear how the gym helped him, like it helped me, and it's nice to then realise that what we're doing is helping people in the same way it helped me. And that's the reason why I started it, to be honest. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice.
100%.
He's a good lad. He's a funny lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Yeah, he's a good
lad.
He's one of those personalities in the gym when he's in your class. You're like, good lad, George is here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can have a laugh.
He
with him.
brings a lot of energy, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Good lad. And now he's off to Australia.
Mate, Australia, what a journey, what an adventure. Wish I was 29 again,
Yeah, that's it.
heading to Australia. One day I'll go there.
I'll tell you what though, I reckon after the tough year he's had, I reckon just the amount that Hustle helped him get through a lot of that,
Yeah.
probably give him the confidence to think I can go and do this.
Yeah, 100%, because that's something like that on your own
Yeah.
is a very big step. When
Yeah,
I
exactly.
moved to New York on my own, it was like first time I didn't end up going, so I was too scared to do it. Like, and then the second time I was like, well, what have I really got to lose by doing it? Go and try and stuff. So if you're in that situation where you want to get out of your hometown or go somewhere different and try it, I'd just say just do it. What's the worst that can happen? If you don't like it, you come home. Like, you've not lost anything
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So yeah, like just try stuff and like see what happens and put yourself out there.
There you go. Bobby Harrison. 2026. Ledge, mate.
Nice.